I'm Jonathan Mark Mendes, Painted Love, and I've teamed up with Dunelm to create some Christmas crafty projects. Okay, for today's project, I'm creating a winter woodland wreath for Christmas, and I've picked up these gorgeous wreaths. They're so good. As an imitation ivy, they look so real, and I thought these will come in handy throughout the year to use at Easter, summertime, and I can embellish them every time very differently. So the first step is to dry out your oranges, and we're going to cut thin slivers like so, and we're going to pop them onto kitchen roll. Smells amazing. We want to take out as much moisture on these oranges as we can, so it's a case of patting as much of the juices out. This will help when they're drying in the oven. And pop them onto a baking tray with a cooling rack. This is a cake cooling rack on my baking tray. So we've got nice airflow around each segment. I'm going to go with lime and tangerine, and we're going to just make incisions like quarters all the way around the fruit, but don't go all the way through to the center. Kind of segments. All you want is the fruit to splay open as it dries. This helps dry right through to the center. So when placing your oranges and your segments into the oven, you want to be on the lowest setting possible. So around 120 if you're a fan-assisted oven, half a gas mark. Leave them in for about 3 hours, turning the segments each time, about half an hour. The full oranges and limes may take a little bit longer, and they will not dry out all the way through. This will happen during the season, and you'll get beautiful smells. Top shelf for the segments and the limes and oranges at the bottom. The smell in the house right now is absolutely gorgeous. So I've got some florist wire. Got to push the wire through the center, and then once you get it halfway through, you can bend the wires up and twist around, like so. Lotus flower, straight through. It's almost like paper. Flip up, spin round. Pick up the conker and very carefully take a skewer or something sharp with a point, and then we can take our florist wire right through the center, bend over again, all the same principle, twirling around. We're making just little lollipops. I pre-cut these and I've drilled a hole through, so this is relatively simple. Another wire again through there, like so, twizzle round, and so we have another lollipop. Now, I'm going to go for the fullness of 2. As you can see, there's a wire frame. Use the wires to wire it all together. So round, bend the wire, just twizzle around, secure into place. So here we have it. We can flip back over, fluff the branches out and up. We can play around with these ivy branches later on when we're arranging. So I'm going to pull all of these out. There we go. Let's start adding some of our gorgeous dried fruit. So it's as simple as finding the location of where you want the fruit to be, posting through, and knot it at the back. So I'm going to go with all the large items first. I'm going to double up with the logs. I'm going to wire those two together like that. That feels good to me. The lotus flower, we're only using uneven numbers, 3. That looks great there. Battery-operated LED lights I've bought from Dunelm, and these are an absolute godsend because they're automated, so they run on a 6-hour cycle on and off. So there's 100 bulbs in there all clustered together. So I'm going to wire it through right now, and we're going to put the battery operation part wired to the back. So now to turn my attention to this smaller embellishment, which is the seed heads, the cinnamon sticks, conkers, and some of the dried oranges. These are probably the largest, so I'm going to start working with them, and I'm going to try and pair them up so they're in slightly different areas too, where the full oranges are. we'll go with the seeds, because these are quite big. So all I'm gonna do is just do a loop like so. So it's looking rather foresty now. There's no rhyme or reason to this. The more you add, the better it will look. Right. Now, cinnamon stick. And we'll pop that one in there. Or woody colours. Let's tuck some conkers next to the sycamore seeds. That'll be lovely. They look great. Finally, I'm going to add a little bit of colour. They're going to look just the part. I'm going to cut various branches away from the main stem. I'm kind of fanning them around. So there you have it, each one fanning around. We're going to do the same thing with the feathers. A little bit fiddly, but well worth the time and effort it's going to take. I'm going to make a hanger, and I've decided to go with this vintage lace from Dunelm. I'm going to cut it to length and tie to the back. All that's left to do now is find the light setting that you choose and set it at the time you want the lights to appear every night. Oh, and by the way, if you enjoyed today's tutorial, please like, comment, or even better, subscribe. Merry Christmas, everybody. Catch you next time.